Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to another video review. This time, everyone, we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers The Last Knight. Well, basically, this is the Transformers The Last Knight Legion class Infernocus set. Basically, it comprises of all the 5 Infernocons with Quintessa. Aside from Quintessa, we have each of the 5 individual, well, they don't have, oh yeah, Infernocons, sorry, dough. So we got Skulk, the leader, Rupture, and then we got Gorge, Glug, and Thrash, or Infernocon Thrash. So, those are the Infernocons and Quintessa. Because, of course, all 5 of the Infernocons combine into Infernocus. Basically, film-wise, well, basically, we'll talk about one at a time. So, first we'll take a look at Quintessa. I'm going to turn the lights off here just for the hell of it. Alright? Just because... Look at this. So we have Quintessa here. Just look at her. I mean, feels like watching the scenes with Quintessa and Optimus Prime on Cybertron all over again. Wow. Just brilliant. So yeah, Quintessa looks pretty good. You can see she's all clear plastic. In terms of the face, if we look, I'm just going to be careful here. Take the face. Yeah, it's a very detailed Quintessa. As in the movie, she was all blue and gold and copper. And of course the tendrils, and she doesn't do any of the stuff that she does in the film, like, you know what I mean, so. Turn the lights back on. I mean, wow, Quintessa looks awesome. So yeah, she is a translucent blue, clear, and that's it. We take a look at the face. See, she's very well detailed, much like the film, and looks very awesome. Just wish they matched the color. Alright, so in terms of her role in the film, well, yeah, basically she is of course the creator and all that stuff, one of the creators, of life and all that stuff. Hypnotizes Optimus Prime, turns him into Nemesis Prime, almost gets the staff, but then Optimus and Bumblebee manage to defeat Quintessa, assuming that they killed her, but she survives and disguises herself as a human. Because, so probably, most likely, Quintessa will be the main villain of Transformers 7, as Transformers 6 is a prequel. So there's that. So that's Quintessa in a nutshell. In terms of the Infernocons, well, basically they're the guardian of Quintessa. Basically, with the Infernocons, okay, individually they don't do nothing, except in the final battle. But I'll talk about that. So basically, they Tobanize Optimus Prime. They get to Cybertron when he gets to Cybertron. He fights Hound 101 to no avail. But then Optimus comes in, discombines Infernocus, and then decapitates all 5 of the Infernocons with one fell swoop. And that's pretty much the Infernocus and the Infernocons in a nutshell. So, yeah. So, that's about individually they do. Now, aside from Skulk, the other Infernocons are basically repaints of characters used from Transformers Prime. Specifically the Terracons, when they formed Abominus. You may have seen that in my few years back. Hard to believe. So yeah, all in all, it's pretty good. So we'll start individually, and then we'll get to the combination. So we'll start with Thrash here. Thrash here, obviously, is a repaint of Sinner Twin. Yeah, Sinner Twin from Transformers Prime, and looks pretty good. The prior colors mostly is pretty much identical. So Thrash black, red for the eyes, and that's an orange for the chest, and that's it. So yeah, posability retains the same as Sinner Twin. So what can you do on that? Transformation exactly the same, just pretty much exactly the same as Sinner Twin. So we'll get into that real quick. And I will say this: the joints vary from last time. In a nutshell, basically, in the case of not Sinner Twin, Thrash here, the joints are much looser. And when I was unpackaging him out of the box, yeah, the joint mechanism where the back arms and stuff just fell out. It was, yeah, it was that tobernized. So get that folded up. Rotate the arms. And there you go. There you have Thrash in robot mode. Although it looks pretty good, pretty interesting and awesome to say the least. Articulation wise, head will not, yeah, same articulation as before, so what can you do about that? Head wise for Thrash, looks good. Get it to, sorry, this may take a while. If I can get it to, jeez. That's strange. Weird. Oh well. But you can see the head. There we go. Head-wise looks good. Very detailed and all looks pretty good. Now the original Sinner Twin did come with an accessory. Not the case with got to transform that bit. Not the case with Thrash here. So there you go, that's Thrash in a nutshell. So I'll take a look at Glug. Glug's Ultra Mode is, well, this weird looking Cybertronian reptile thing. He is, I remember the original figure, but he, of course, as I mentioned, 4 of the 5 are repaints of Prime Abominus components. So what can you do on that? Part codes mostly same thing: black, silver, orange, red. That's it. So yeah, what can you do? Posability retains the same as before with the original figure. So what can you do on that? Transformation is exactly the same as before with that. So I will not go into too much detail into the transformation. But if you want to see a detailed video review, by all means go take a look at the original video review. And then, yeah. So, flip this up, and then, oh yeah. So, flip this up, like that, there we go. Flip this up, oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, it sometimes gets confusing sometimes. I mean, there we go, flip this up. And then flip up the head, and rotate the arms down. And there you go, there you have Glug in robot mode. Although it's pretty good, what can you do? Articulation wise, oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm saving Skulk for later because we gotta talk about him. Articulation is the same as the original figure, so not much to talk about with him on that front, so yeah. Take a look at his head. It looks good. Love the detail, pretty good. I'm not sure if this is the exact same head design as the original Transformers Prime figure, but if it is, then what can you do? So that is Glug. It's pretty good. They'll take a look at Skulk. Gorge, sorry. Gorge here is, well, this amphibinoid, not like Underbite from Robots in Disguise. So, anyway, primary colors mostly for him are black, orange, bit of red, and that's it. Posability is the same as before, you know, and all it's pretty good. Transformation is, well, exactly the same as before with the original figure, once again. So again, like last time, we're not going to go into too much detail because it's the same figure. And I mean, I'll say this, for a figure this size, transformation is pretty clever. I will say, goddamn. Get that out. Take this around. Waist locked in. Shoot. Yeah, the original figure had its waist mechanism when it locked in was good, but with Gorge here, it's not bad. But there you go. They have Gorge in robot mode, and that's not bad. Like, it's pretty good. Articulation wise, well, same as before. You know, with all the you know, bells and whistles, the articulation. So, what can you expect? Take a look at the head. Looks good. Looks like a lot like Grimlock for some reason from G1, but yeah, that's a very good head sculpt, and yeah. So yeah, there's Gorgon right there. And last but definitely not least is, well, yeah, sorry. The names, because they weren't named individually, they were not named in the film. So yeah, you're gonna have to apologize to me on that. So yeah, got Glug. We got, no, yeah, that's Thrash, sorry, right here, my finger is, and then Gorge, and then we have Rupture. So Rupture is the penultimate Infernocon, and Rupture here, of course, pterodactyl thing, primary colors mostly, the orange is heavily emphasized in the wings here. So yeah, orange, black, red, and that's it. Faded red. So you can see in the eyes. Yeah, the original figures did come with weapons, much like I mentioned with Thrash. But yeah, so what can you do? Posability is the same as before with all the articulation. Arms go full 360, forward and back. Legs go forward and back, out to the side, and the tail goes up and down. Transformation, exactly the same as before with the original figure, so won't go too much into detail on that, so just like 5 seconds away, like that. And there you go, there you have Rupture in robot mode. That was the quickest transformation in the history of my channel. Articulation wise, same as before with all the other posabilitization. Legs forward, back, you know, and there you go. Taking a look at the head. Head-wise, looks very sinister and pretty awesome, so detail looks good, and yeah. So, all in all, it's pretty good. Rupture is not bad. And then we have the leader, Skulk. Skulk, yeah, he has no alternate mode. His only transformation is to torso mode for Infernocus. So, because the side antennas for Skulk are going to be the side antennas for Infernocus' head. Infernocus' head is his chest. Very badass, I must say. He does come with a couple accessories, and these are these two dual-blade swords that will combine into a massive sword for Infernocus. So there you go. Articulation-wise, head go up and down. It won't rotate. The arms will go forward. They'll bend to the elbow. They'll go out to the side. They will rotate full 360 degrees this way as opposed to vertically instead of horizontally. The chest will open, so it's kind of like a matrix of leadership. So he's trying to be like Optimus Prime. God damn it. Legs can go forward and back somewhat, but not really because of the backpack. Out to the side, bend at the knee, rotate, and the feet do not posabilitize. So, all in all, Skulk here looks pretty good. I mean, he's pretty good alone, despite the fact he has no alternate mode. Now, take a look at his actual head. That is, "Thou give children nightmares" face. That is, like, yeah. Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Joker, Penguin, any creepy supervillain from Marvel, DC, IDW, whatever, beware of Skulk, the main torso component for Infernocus. And speaking of Infernocus, we will get to the combination. We'll get to them one at a time. So we'll start with, because pretty much, let's see, where are you? Nope, wrong instructions. Sorry, I'm looking at the instructions of another surprise that will come soon. Yes. Who that surprise may be? Well, that is another story, as I don't want to soil it. So pretty much, Rupture and Thrash are the arms, and Glug and Gorge are the legs, essentially. So, this is how we'll do it. So we'll start with Gorge here. So pretty much, yeah, take a break. Skulk here. Anyway, so pretty much essentially transform him back to leg mode. So fold this up, and then the connector here is right there at the top. So pretty much, oh dear. Oh dear. There we go. So there is that. So pretty much, sorry, I'm just looking at the instructions. This is going to take a while here, guys. Sorry. Yeah. So basically, it's the same similar transformation to that of the Abominus set. Fold this down, and then without. Yeah, so fold the arms inward, if they will, because sometimes they don't for whatever reason. There we go. Yeah. There we go. So fold this back. The connector will go here, and we'll go to one of the. Well, you'll see when we get to there. Then we'll go to Glug. Glug. Don't mess with Slug. Alright. And then for Glug, we'll do the same similar thing. Fold this down. Fold this back. Fold these pieces up. And then connect them together. Connect them so that way they'll form the feet. Fold these arms like back along the fuselage. Flip the head back. And then there's the other connector, and then there's the other foot for, well, once we get it finished, hopefully. There we go. There's the other foot for Infernocus, ready to go. Then we'll go to Thrash. And basically, it's just a transformation back to alternate mode or beast mode or whatever mode you want to call it. But basically, it's the similar transformation to the last time we combined this dude, and that was with the Abominus set for Transformers Prime. Sorry, I'm just... yeah, as you can see, there it goes again with the head. It tends to do it for whatever reason. Like, it almost disintegrated for some reason. It just, like, eh. Well, not in a bad way, but in a good way. And then fold this back along the axis there. Sorry, I had the instructions for Infernocus next to me, so just so I don't mess up on anything. Yeah, okay, so we're on the right track. Sorry, I usually look at instructions, but yeah, no. And then, let's see, how does this work? Yeah, so this back, get the legs to situate, and that's essentially one of the arms for Infernocus, right there. Although this pin, I remember I told you on my Sinner Twin review back in when Transformers Prime was still around, that pin, they haven't fixed that issue, so... yeah, so there's that arm for Infernocus, and then of course we have ruptured the last, well, not the last, but penultimate before we get to Skulk's transformation, which is interesting and unique. And of course it's the same, yet similar transformation to the Abominus transformation. So, as you follow along here, flip this back, flip the legs down, rotate the arms down. Yeah, so basically the wings, they act as a shield. So spread that out, flip the tail back, and then there is the other arm for... yeah, the other arm for Infernocus complete. So there's the limbs transformed. And now for Skulk. So we'll get to the weapons at the end for Skulk. So this is how Skulk's transformation pretty much goes. So open the chest like so. Then what you want to do is you want to take this part here. So this is going to be the chest part for Infernocus. There's another skull detail there. We'll get to that. Take what's going to be the waist of Infernocus, click into place. Take what were the arms for Skulk, rotate them down, and do the same thing, rotate them down. Then we are going to rotate the... there's a couple of tabs here, little hinges. Just rotate them like this, alright? And they're going to connect to, they're going to connect to the legs. Then for the head, take what were the feet for Skulk, flip them up, rotate it up, which are going to be the other components, the leg components. There's a few tabs here where my finger is. There's a slot buried into the chest. There we go. There's a slot right here, and that will slot right into that section of Infernocus. Sometimes it doesn't work because, as you see, things tend to pop off, but they will pop back in with no trouble. So there's that. So connect the legs in. What are going to be the arm components? There you go. And then take Skulk's head. There's a couple hinges, and then it will bend at a few of them, and then flip it in, and there is the head of Infernocus There. And there's the torso transformation for Infernocus. Now to connect the legs. So, well, Glug will go first. Again, there he is. They blend so easily. So there is a... There's the tab I mentioned. There's a pinhole right here. It will go right into that little cavity right there, and then it'll close up. I'd strongly advise be careful, because when I took them out of the box, I was kind of nervous. I felt I was going to break it. So be warned that mileage may vary, and you could run some troubles with the leg transformation. Not so much with the arms, because, well, the arms they were easy with Abominus. The legs were easy. The legs were damn right easy. So get the legs connected, like so. I think, hold on a sec. Okay, so Glug doesn't want to connect, so, okay. Oh well. We'll get it to work. Get Glug reconnected, if I can. So get that situated, like that, and then god damn. There we go. And then for the arms, we'll take Rupture, and basically, much like the Abominus set, there's a couple pegs here. There's some holes buried in the legs. Slap them in, and they will go in with no trouble. As if they want to. Come on. There you go. Get that situated. Like so. And you can adjust them however you want. So I'll just rotate them back along the axes just for the time being. And there's that arm complete. And then for Thrash, of course, same thing. There's a couple peg holes, and there's some pegs on the legs. Peg them into place, and he's ready to go. So sometimes it will work, sometimes it will not. So just be wary of that. And then get the other half, if you can, connected. There you go. There we go. Rotate those down. Then, of course, rotate this down. I had this totally there we go. And then Glug again does not want to stay in. So get him reconnected. That. Get him standing. There you go. And there you go. There you have Infernocus in combined mode, and oh my god, it looks pretty good. We did see a brief shot of his head in the film when Optimus was pretty much discombining the Infernicons, but we didn't see a good detailed shot of him other when he was fighting Optimus. So, but all in all, it's pretty good. Apologies about that. I must have hit a button or something, but okay. Anyway, articulation-wise, the head will rotate a full 360 degrees. Arms can rotate full 360 out to the side. They will. This arm, well, pretty much is the same as the prime arm. So, with the Abominus, this arm full 360 out to the side, bend, and all that stuff. No waist swivel, but the legs will go forward and back out to the side. They will bend at the knee. They'll rotate and feet and have their own individual articulation. This foot has tons of ankle tilt and bend forward. This one has other feet articulation but no ankle tilt. We'll take a look at the head here, and head looks, oh my god, just, you think it was menacing in Skulk's chest? Oh my god, this is fucking like scary. I'm sorry, but be warned. Like, it's even creepier if you have this. Whoo! So that, thank goodness they didn't show that in the film. If they did, I would have bawled my eyes out in hysteria because, jeez, that would have been something to see. Well, so there's that. Alright, so, in terms of the weapons, now of course we saw the two dual-bladed weapons, the dual-bladed weapons with Skulk. So we'll come back to these weapons here. They'll combine into one weapon, so they'll pretty much peg in, like this, big-ass sword right here, and give it, like so, and Infernocus is ready to slay whoever, disturbs him. There's no... Okay, maybe by chance you could store the sword on the back of this arm, but yeah. It would make him a little top-heavy for a figure of his size, so... Yeah. So I wouldn't attempt it, since I tried it already, so... Yeah. Anyways. All in all, will I recommend getting this set? Personally, I would say if you have to, get it. I mean, Infernocus works well. Some of the problems from the prime limbs do come back individually, like they do reoccur. The chest detail looks awesome, with the skeleton on the chest and the skull face. It's like Terminator, like beyond. The addition of Quintessa is awesome. Which it was painted like in the show. Pretty much Jakar is going to get on that. Personally, all in all, it's just a great figure. I cannot highly recommend it enough. The sword weapon's awesome. Sucks they don't come individually with the individual combiners, aside from Skulk, don't come with individual weapons. But all in all, Infernocus looks pretty good. Wish, because he had more detail in the film than in the figure. So yeah, good figure, highly recommended. And I'm curious to see if they're going to reuse this mold again, or if they're going to make another, because Abominus works so well with those four limbs, with the Infernocus. I'm curious to see if they're going to try it again with another combiner, if they by chance in the next, maybe Transformers 6 or 7, or in another series altogether. So we'll see where that goes, but that aside, Infernocus and Quintessa look pretty good, and individually you should get them. They're pretty awesome, and I think get it if you can find it. So yeah, that's my video review of the Transformers The Last Night Legion class Infernocus set with Quintessa. I will see you all very soon. I will be back as soon as possible with my next video, and yes, so take care, see you soon, have a good day, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.